Hey friend, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to master your watercolor delphinium flowers. This is a spear-shaped stalk of flower, but within this full flower, there's actually tiny little individual flowers that I'm using the fluffy kind of shape stroke that I use for my florals. And so I'm going to show you that along with side-facing flowers and open-facing flowers for this delphinium stalk. So if you're ready, let's dive in. All right, so I'm going to show you how to master your delphinium flowers. If you didn't watch the petal lesson where I cover basic shapes of petals, make sure you watch that. But we're basically going to be doing a combination of the fluffy stuff, technical terms, and the almond-shaped petal combos for delphinium. If you haven't seen a delphinium flower before, I love them so much. But they've got these blossoms, these open blossoms that are really just like a cluster of a bunch of petals, and then it tapers at the top of the stalk. So that's where we're going to have our almond-shaped petals, and down here we're just going to be using the belly of the brush for the fluffy stuff. So I'm going to mix up some opera rose. I need some more in my palette, but we'll just use what is there, even though it has some blue in it, that's fine. Some opera rose, and do like a lighter pinky peach for my delphinium with lemon yellow deep and yellow ochre, and a lot of water. So I'm going to start with my size 6 brush. We're going to just envision where the stem is going to be for the stalk of this flower, and it's kind of a straighter, like how foxgloves or tall, like sunflowers have a really long straight stem, thick stem. So we're just gonna do that. And I'm going to just add these and then later add my stem. So we're envisioning where it is. So we're using the side of the brush, the belly of the brush, and just kind of lightly fluffing around where the center of this small flower will be, and we're leaving an opening in the center. I'm just using the side of the brush so the tops of these petals are rounded or flat instead of pointed. So I'm not using the brush like this. And then I'm going to go around kind of where I'm envisioning this stalk to be. I'm going to add some flowers that you don't see the center, so we just see the side of it. So we're creating like a V shape here. Cone flower. Fluff, fluff. Maybe another open flower up here. Fluffing, 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 fluffing. Adding in some yellow to some of these spots for some variety. Fluffing around. So what I'm keeping in mind is not only these individual flowers, but the whole spear shape of the delphinium. So I'm gonna start wider at the base. And then start to get thinner as we work up. Fluffy fluff. So now I'm starting to come up here. And I'm going pretty quickly with all of these fluffy petals. Just using the side of my brush and following the basic shape of the flower, either this V shape from viewing the flower from the side, coming around to create a bowl, or the circular kind of star shape. And adding in darker hues, lighter hues, pinkier colors, yellower, orangier flowers, maybe some purple. The fluffy stuff. So now as we start to get towards the top of this stalk, I am going to start using the almond-shaped petal, like it's a little bud flower. Point and drag, point and drag. And finish it off like that. I want to show the stem through there and some green almond shapes and leaves. Got sap green and lemon yellow deep, and I'm going to kind of eyeball where the center of this triangle is for my stem, and it's going off the page. I'm using the side of my brush instead of the point of my brush because I want it to be a thicker stem like on these delphinium flowers. We've got some offshoots. We're following that, peeking through here and here. Coming up here. And I'm adding some green almond shapes. Kind of hugging some of these pink ones for little leaves. Very simple way to do some leaves. And then I'm just going to go back into some of these open flowers to make them look like, oh yeah, that's an open flower, with some burnt umber Mars Black, and just do a couple dots with the tip of my brush. Some bigger, some smaller. there you go for that delphinium. Fluffy stuff. Thank you so much for watching. This was just one part of the full-length tutorial that we put together called The Complete Beginner's Guide to Watercolor Flowers, where I cover sketching flowers, sketching leaves from basic shapes and curves, painting basic flowers and their basic strokes for petals, painting basic leaves from compound strokes, pressure and release, painting an anemone star-shaped flower, painting delphinium, painting an iris flower with watercolor, color mixing using reference photos and how to achieve certain colors with color mixing, and also a full floral composition for a floral bouquet in watercolor. So make sure you check out that full-length tutorial. If you liked this video, please, please, please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below with what your favorite takeaway was from this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.